Welcome back. It's Dr. Jennifer Boney, better known as DocJenFit, owner and founder of Gen Health, your one-stop for all aches and pains that you're having in the body, whether you want to just quickly search whatever you need or follow a plan that holds you more consistent. If you're experiencing consistent SI issues like that low back, maybe it's single-sided, and you're like, I already had the baby, I already did the thing, I'm postpartum, and I've been strengthening or I've been trying to do things, and you're still dealing with this, I want to provide 3 exercises for you that are going to help to create more mobility through stability and active strength along that SI region. I'm 6 months postpartum myself and still having things that I'm working through to make sure that I don't have these aches and pains pop up in my body. So I'm hoping that these help to guide you back into your body. And if you need a plan to follow that is going to help to create more of that stability, that mobility, that deep core activation, and get you back into strength training without feeling aches and pains, I'd highly recommend our full body low impact plan on Gen Health. This is the plan that I have used myself several times, and it's always the first one that I start with postpartum because it helps to build that foundational basics. And I walk you through the full workout with you. You can do it at home. You could do it during nap time. It's only 30 minutes long, and that's the longest that you're going to have. The other days are only 5 to 15 minutes. So if you're looking for a plan to follow, it's 30 days. It has 3 progressions. This is one that I'd highly recommend. And you can get started for just $20 on your first 30 days. Plus you have access to 11 other plans, a monthly live webinar with me, and so much support to hopefully help you feel more connected to your body. So we're going to get started on a wall for all of these. The first one and the second one actually are laying down. So we're going to come onto the wall with your feet on the wall in like a chair position. So in a 90-degree position, I'm going to have focusing on my heels, the ball of the foot, and the big toe. So kick off any shoes and socks so you can really feel this. Heel, ball of the foot, big toe pushing into the wall. And then I want to think of pulling my feet down. And from this position, I'm not actually like bridging up fully. I'm truly just pressing into the floor, into the wall, and pushing down as if I'm dragging my heels down. That drag will start to pop my bottom off. And from here, I want to place my hands along my low rib cage core area, and I'm going to take 5 deep breaths, breathing into my hands, breathing out. Put pressure into the wall, pull those heels down, breathe in, breathe out. And I do 5 big deep breaths. Already in this position, I should feel my hamstrings start to activate, and I'm connecting into my deep core, utilizing my expansion from my rib cage to get into that diaphragmatic breathing and that natural compression and contraction into my pelvic floor without having to think of a Kegel or anything else. So I'm already starting to create a better support and stability in that alone. Now I want to see, okay, can I shift in my hips and create more of that mobility in that stable position? So again, I'm pressing into the wall, heels, ball of the foot, big toe, pressing into the wall. I'm going to push in and pull down. Now holding that here, so my bottom is barely off the ground. I'm going to think of driving one knee completely up. So pulling a little bit more pressure down into that left foot and allowing my opposite hip to drop. And then I'm going to switch, pulling pressure down into the knee that's going higher. I'm lifting up and I'm shifting. And my trunk is not moving because it's stable on the floor. So I'm literally just shifting in my pelvis and in my low back SI region as I try to create a little bit more mobility through stability. Now, if this is really hard for you, you can roll up a pillow or you can put a foam roller here so that you're holding onto something and it's helping you to give feedback of how you're shifting, because the goal is also not to shift side to side, but we're really just trying to go one knee up and then the other knee up 5 times on each side, one knee up, the other knee up. And we're trying to switch back and forth here and creating that mobility in the pelvis as I'm gaining that stability. Now I'm going to lay on my side here And I'm going to kind of pick my feet up into that chair position and place my feet on the wall. And now I want to think of engaging in my core. So I kind of wrap and I can reach my top arm forward. That helps to create a little bit more of that core stability. So you should actually have like a little bit of space. So you're not just dropping the side of your body down to the floor, but I'm creating stability here and I'm engaging and wrapping in my core as I hold my feet on the wall. Now from here, I'm going to try another hip shift. So not moving my bottom leg. This is a really good way to work on that wall hip shift. I'm going to shift my knee forward and bring it straight back. Bring it forward, bring it straight back. And what you should feel with this side lying one, and we'll do it 5 times on each side, is that you get a lot more core engagement. So the other one was a lot of hamstring engagement. This one is a lot of lateral core engagement as I'm holding my feet there and I'm shifting. I'm trying to, again, keep my upper trunk completely silent. I'm not rocking back and forth. I'm literally just shifting and moving my pelvis. So we got from the back and the hamstrings. Now we're using the core, and then we're going to end it with really utilizing the glute as we do this hip shift. Now, the last one is probably the hardest because we're doing it in standing and we're trying to get pelvic motion more than even upper back motion and really feel these hips stabilize. And if you're doing it right, you should feel that booty start to burn after just a few. So we're going to step out in front of a wall and place your back foot on the wall. Now, I want my knees to be parallel to each other, okay? So if you'll notice you're not far enough out if this knee is popping a lot forward or too far back, okay? So they should be in a line here. You're going to kick your back foot into the wall and then drag that heel up the wall. So I'm creating stability through my hamstring. Now from here, I'm going to shift my hip straight back to the wall. Okay. So I'm not necessarily bending forward, but I'm just doing like a hip hinge. And with that leg kicking into the wall, I'm reaching my hips back. Now from here, I have a slight bend in that stabilizing knee, and I'm going to drive this knee down, straight down. This stretches my stabilizing glute. Then I'm going to think of pushing the floor down as I shift my hip up, and I'm really trying to get that rotation in my hip, shifting down and then shifting up. And again, I'm still stabilizing in this back leg, so it's not moving anywhere. It's pushing into the wall, pulling up. I'm still stabilizing here in my whole posterior chain. And if I just do 5 of these, I should feel my glute start to fire up. Okay. So again, you're making sure your knees are parallel, you're kicking into the wall. As you bend over, you're not bending too far forward. You're not bending too far forward in that knee. They're staying parallel as you shift that hip back, and you're not just rotating from the trunk and not moving from the pelvis. You're really trying to focus on dropping in that knee, shifting, getting a good stretch here in that glute, pushing the floor into the floor as you shift and try to pull that top hip out. Shift that hip down, shift that hip up. And again, if you're doing it correctly, you should feel that glute start to burn. 5 on each side is all you need. Working on those on a daily basis. Maybe that's a warm up before your workout, especially if you get a lot of SI tension. This is such a great one to come back to. Start to build in that stability with that mobility around the pelvis and SI. Don't forget, if you love what you're learning, I have so much more in stock for you. So hit that subscribe button, check out the other videos I've done in the past, and leave any comments of any suggestions that you have for videos in the future. And I can't wait to help you feel incredible and amazing within your body.